Welcome to the Making of Me podcast, where we explore the moments that shape who we have become. Today, I'm joined by Misty Nesbitt, memoir author, entrepreneur, mother, and survivor who work focuses on resilience, breaking generation trauma, and transforming adversity into purpose. It's really a pleasure having you on the show, Misty.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So, Misty, what was some of the challenge that shaped you into who you are today?
Well, I decided that I didn't want to be what I grew up in, and I didn't want my kids to live what I grew up in. So I knew that I had to change it. I had to be different. I had to be better for them.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So, what inspired you to write The Girl Who Kept Breathing?
I'm finally in a in a part of my life where I can say that I'm healing.
Yeah, can you hear
For
me?
so long, I
Yeah.
was living in survival mode, just having to survive and support and take care of my kids, everybody in my life, that I didn't have time to worry about me. 47 at this age, and I was always looking for, I thought it was just an overnight transformation. And I've realized that healing is a daily battle that we fight every day. And if my story can help one person understand that they can be better, they can do better than what they had and where they came from, then it's worth telling it.
Wow, that was really, really amazing. Oh, so how did surviving childhood trauma shape the woman and the mother you are today?
Well, so there's only a couple ways you come out from trauma, especially childhood trauma or narcissist abuse. You're either an overachiever, a control freak because you're trying to control the things that you couldn't control in your life, or you become an abuser, or you repeat the cycle. So I am the one who wants to fix everything. I want to create a better life for everybody around me. And so it shaped me, all the trauma shaped me into a person where I am an overachiever. So I don't just do something, I have to do it to the best.
Amazing, amazing. So, what does The Girl Who Kept Breathing means to you personally?
There was times in my life I didn't know how to get out of the situation. I didn't know that there was ever going to be a better. And the bravest thing I could do was just to keep breathing, because I couldn't find my way out of it, nor did I realize that there was a life outside of it in those moments that could be good. I always thought that it was just going to be as bad as it was. And I battled depression and anxiety, a lot of self-confidence issues. And in those moments, all I could do was keep breathing. That was it. That was my survival. The Girl Who Kept Breathing is my story of survival. All of our trauma looks different. Each one of us face our own challenges in life. And what happened to me may not be what happened to somebody else. What happened to them may not be as extreme, but it doesn't make it any less insignificant. If you ever had a kept breathing moment, if there was ever a time in your life where you felt like the bravest thing you could do was to keep breathing, then my story is for you. My story is about me, but I hope that it gives courage to other people to tell their stories. I hope it gives power to other people to find a way to heal. When you're at the bottom of a hole, if somebody gives you a ladder, you never figured out how to get out. But if somebody gives you nails and a hammer and boards, the correct tools, you're going to find a way out, and you're going to find a way to survive. My story is something that I hope inspires others to tell their story, because our stories matter. Our stories matter. And for so long as women, we've been asked to keep quiet. We've been made to keep quiet because it's embarrassing to the family, or we didn't tell our secrets to others. But what happened to us matters, and we have a right to tell our story. My book is available all across the globe on any Amazon or bookstore in your area. I made sure that my story would be available worldwide, because I think that there's a lot of people that grew up the way I did and had the life that I did, and especially across the country, there's a lot of people that were married as children, and we need to bring awareness that children are children and should be left to be children, and we should stop stealing their innocence for a man's desire. So who we are it's not rooted in what we've been through, and we're the ones in control of our life. So we are the ones that have to decide that we want a better life and that we don't want to repeat the cycles that were done to us. We are the ones that decide if life is going to be happy or not. We're in control. And that's such a scary statement that people don't understand. You are in control of your destiny. And what's in the rearview mirror is in the rearview mirror for a reason. You can't go back and fix it. Your mistakes, the trauma, you can't fix it. You can't change it. It's there. You have to learn to live with it every day. Every day it's going to be a battle. It's going to be an uphill climb to choose to be better. Every day it's going to be an uphill climb to love yourself and give yourself grace, because we so easily give grace to others for their mistakes, but we never give it to our own self. And our opinion is the only one that matters of us. So for the longest time, I hear people say I'm healed. But when you get to this point, I think healed is learning to live with it and not allowing it to control your life. Learning to live with, trauma somebody else caused, trauma you caused yourself, is learning to live with it and waking up every day and looking in the mirror and choosing to love yourself. It's going to go away. There is nothing that you can do to ever make it go away. But you can learn to love yourself and live with it every day. And you can choose that the path forward is not going to be what it was. If you need to move, if you need to reinvent yourself as many times as you need to, it's your life. Don't let anybody stop you. You don't, if somebody can't walk in your shoes, then don't let them tie your laces. If they cannot understand where you were at in life and the choices you had to make to survive, then they don't get an opinion. Their opinion doesn't matter, because it's so easy to judge from the sidelines. Well, sometimes when you're living in survival mode, you don't even realize you're repeating the cycles. You're just trying to survive. And the thought doesn't come into your mind that maybe I'm doing this also. And I really and truly think that that's what happens when we're traumatized, is people don't even realize they're traumatizing you. They're just trying to survive. So we have to pay attention and understand what it is we're doing. And we can't stop living in survival mode if we don't start acknowledging what we're doing and what pain we're causing others. I think we all have unresolved trauma. And no matter what you do, it's not going away. But the key to overcoming trauma is to accept it, to realize that you cannot change it. But if you allow it to be drug into your future, you have no future. So address it. Even if you're not going to publish a book, I want you to write down everything that happened to you. And then I want you to read it again and look at what you survived, because you're already strong because you're still here. You've already overcame the trauma because you kept breathing. You're still here. You have chose to stay. So now make a choice to stop living in it and stop letting it drag your future down, because we are really in control of our future. I am on all the platforms under author Misty Nesbitt. I'm more active on TikTok, but I also have my own website, authormistynesbitt.com, and it's also thegirlwhokeptbreathing.com. Thank you for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. I made sure that my book was available to everybody worldwide, because I want people to know that we are all broken. We're going to always be broken. None of us are perfect, and even people who grew up in the best way possible still have their own trauma. Thank you.